So a couple weeks ago, I watched a movie called Maestro from 2023, directed by Bradley Cooper and Carey Mulligan. I'm sorry, directed by Bradley Cooper and starring Bradley Cooper and Carey Mulligan. Um, I believe like screenwritten by Bradley Cooper as well and produced by Bradley Cooper, just all over that movie. This is like the story of Leonard Bernstein's life. Um, I'm just gonna come out and say that I didn't really enjoy this movie like at all. Uh, it's really well made and really well acted and everything, really well shot, and it just didn't um, evoke anything in me like at all. I even like struggled to like find like a theme in this movie other than like it's like one of two things that this person was like so passionate about everything that like his passion just exudes everywhere and that like he couldn't be contained like in a monogamous relationship or that um, bisexual people can't be in monogamous relationships because half of their bisexuality isn't being fulfilled. And I really don't like either of those like ideas. Um, like as much as like I want to like hate like on this movie like in general, like it does show me that like at the end of the day like he very much like loved his wife, and as far as the movie shows, like he never cheated on his like wife with another girl at all. It was just always with guys, and I don't know. I didn't care for this movie. I don't know how to put it. Like it like the whole time, um, Carey Mulligan is doing this. It's almost like Jackie Kennedy from Jackie, uh, played by Natalie Portman. It feels very reminiscent of that. Like that's like how she's acting, and I don't know how true like that is like the actual person, like real life person. And same thing with like Leonard Bernstein. He's doing this. It's almost like a caricature of a Jewish person, like with that very nasally voice, and like I can't do it as well as he can, but I, from what I've read, like Leonard Bernstein is like it's very, like I said, characterized of like a Jewish person. Like Leonard Bernstein didn't have like that much like a nasally voice. Part of that could also be because like the prosthetics and makeup and all that stuff. I think like like, they do a great job of acting. I just don't necessarily like the acting choices they're doing. Um, I think like Carey Mulligan, like in something like Promising Young Woman is much better, or Shame. Uh, Bradley Cooper, I think he's like a lot better in Star Is Born. Maybe like not as much of like a front spotlight role in that movie, but I think he does a better job overall. The, there's like quite a bit of like gorgeous cinematography in this movie. Um, Everyone's gonna bring up the cathedral scene, and I think like that it's well merited because like I want to like find like the actual performance of this if it exists because like it's jaw droppingly gorgeous, and like a lot of those like older cathedrals are built with acoustics in mind because of the choir and the hymns that they sung. They need to get acoustics for that, so it probably did sound like amazing. Like you think of a classical concerto, um, but like it didn't like I don't know how to like describe it, but like I was already like so like out of the movie at that point that like it didn't like pull me back in or anything like that. It's just like it's just a memorable scene that like I'm just like by itself I probably would have like loved this scene, and if it was like in a better movie like it probably would have you know been the pinnacle of the film. But it's a shame too because like I listen to like a lot of classical music, not necessarily like Leonard Bernstein, but like you know Bach and Mozart and um like Mahler and just like all over the place like as far as more classical music. And like I have not listened to much of like Leonard Bernstein's music, and this like doesn't make me like want to go out and like listen to it like either. So it's just, I don't know. This movie like didn't work out for me like at all. Like I wish it did, and like I had high hopes like when I first heard about this movie and like first watched the trailer for this movie. I was like really hyped, and like it didn't do much for me. I don't know how this, and like I very much like wanted to like grasp more of this movie, like think about it for a couple days, and then like a couple days turned into a couple weeks, and here I am, like talking about this review weeks later. Like, and a lot of my reviews I'm doing like either immediately after watching something or the day after watching something, because like certain movies like you need that time to process, and I thought this was gonna be like one of those, and like the more like time goes on, the more like I just forget this movie, and like it's a shame. That's all I can say is it's a shame. I'm actually kind of surprised too about like, because like I think this got nominated for something for the Oscars. I can't remember like what. It might have been like Best Picture, which I don't think it deserves at all, or like maybe Carey Mulligan got nominated, which sure she's good in it. Maybe Bradley Cooper, which again sure he's like good in it, but I don't think like any of them should win by any means. I think there's better stuff like out there this year, but I don't know. I'd give like the movie like a 2.5 star, uh, somewhere around there. It's well made and everything. It's not gonna stick with me. It's gonna be, in my opinion, forgettable in the next year or so. Um, and I think that's everything. Oh, yeah, I did mean to mention. Um, it's been about like 2 weeks, I think, since like I last sat down to record a movie review. I do plan on like prepping for the Oscars. Like every year, I like to watch like all the nominations for like the main categories. I used to call them like the big five or whatever, the big six. Best director, best picture, best actor, actress, supporting actor, actress. I typically watch animated as well, in years past, and then a lot of years too. I'll also watch like cinematography and like visual effects and stuff like that. I think I only have like something like 7 movies to watch, and I just watched one before recording this, which that's something that my next review that comes up. Um, but yeah, I think that's everything. So, bye.